The decisive military action taken by the US at the instigation of President Donald Trump on the weekend is already paying handsome dividends for the Middle East and the world. Now, we all have to be cautious. This is a tinderbox. It could be undone in an instant. Iran today has been firing missiles into Israel, killing at least 4 people, claiming the missiles were launched just before the ceasefire came into force. We've been waiting all day for Israel's formal response, and it's just come through in the last few minutes with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu formally agreeing to the ceasefire terms. But at this stage, with much diplomacy and the formalities to play out, it appears that conflict between Iran and Israel and between the US and Iran is on hold under a ceasefire that could become permanent. It's been a momentous day, so let's start in the Gulf state of Qatar, where Iranian missiles targeted the US military base at Al Udeid. Now, this attack failed. Missiles were intercepted and others landed in the desert. This is a massive US military base, crucial for operations right around the Middle East, and it's used by the Brits and other countries too, including Australia. I've landed there in a RAF plane myself, even stayed overnight in the military quarters on that base back in the Iraq war days when nobody was allowed to say which country this base was in. Now, Qatar was warned about this attack and the missiles were thwarted, of course, but crucially, in my view, was Donald Trump's restrained response. Where some might have expected him to rain hell down on Iran, the president took to social media to say Iran has gotten it all out of their system and there will hopefully be no further hate. This showed incredible forbearance, even wisdom, if you're allowed to use that word about Donald Trump. And soon enough, the president was again changing the world via social media. Congratulations to everyone, he posted, declaring a complete and total ceasefire agreed by Iran and Israel to start 6 hours later. He said if it worked out, he wanted to congratulate both countries and finished with God bless Israel, God bless Iran, God bless the Middle East, God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. How Trumpian can you get? And how useful for the world? Again, let's hope there are no further setbacks, no more attacks. Israel hit many crucial Iranian government facilities overnight, reportedly including a prison for political dissidents and the Morality Police building where 22-year-old Masha Amini was taken into custody for incorrect wearing of a veil 3 years ago and then died in custody. It sparked brave protests in Iran, but they were brutally suppressed and they got too little response from Western countries. So as we go to air tonight, there is a tentative ceasefire in place and Trump is claiming stunning success from his military intervention. Thanks to him and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Iran's nuclear weapons program has either been destroyed or set back many years. Its missile and air defences have been decimated, as has its military leadership, and its terrorist proxies to Israel's south and north have been all but wiped out. So Israel is safer, the Middle East is more stable, and the world is safer. Despite Trump's critics hyperventilating about World War III, this was always the likely outcome of Trump's targeted military action. The world is a safer place because of this action, and because of that, I think we'll see some pleasing developments in days and weeks to come. Yeah, it's pleasing to see these developments just days later. Now, as you know, I've never been an uncritical fan of Donald Trump's. There's always been plenty to criticise with him. But this has been a timely, limited and devastating US military intervention. Clearly, it's been worthwhile just to get rid of the Iranian nuclear program. But the dividend in ongoing peace and security could be huge. It's not guaranteed, but it could be progress of historic proportions. Maybe Trump could get a Nobel Peace Prize for actually helping to deliver peace to match the one Barack Obama got just for being elected. There is cause for optimism, to be sure, but we need to remember that Iran is run by religious zealots, by Islamist extremists of the apocalyptic kind. So our optimism does need to be tempered.